What's good? What's good? What's good? This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And like I told you all on the last stream, that uh, I'm helping my brother move. Shout out to my brother Mike. He moved back to Texas, and so I haven't been making any streams. A random person hit me up on my DMs and said, "I wonder if you're quote unquote going to talk about this." He's talking about last night's game. And I'm happy for Brandon Miller. I'm happy for Brandon Miller because he finally was assertive. And like I've been saying this whole time, the Hornets drafted Brandon Miller to be a scorer, not a facilitator. They already got that in LaMelo Ball, who's one of the best, if not the best, in the game right now. Now, for Victor Wembanyama, this is why I told you all to not put too much stock into uh, Summer League. Shout out to the Pope B. Frank. Make sure to subscribe to the Pope B. Frank. He has great content. And one of the great things about the Pope, whether we agree or disagree with stuff, he's always been um, a good brother. And and the Pope's content, as you know, is not for weaklings. So if you're emotional, you think long and hard before you say something. But subscribe to the Pope, one of the real ones in the game. Uh, he's gonna call it how it is. As for Victor Wembanyama, if that's his worst game, it's gonna be some good things for Victor Wembanyama because some good things I saw from him is that he had 5 blocks. We could all make fun of how players were dunking on Victor Wembanyama and so forth, but let's be honest. Victor Wembanyama being coached by Greg Popovich is a beast. So if that's the worst you could see for Victor Wembanyama, I know he shot 2 for 13, but I bet you he's gonna have a few games where he's gonna go off. I I let everybody know the stream before. Don't expect 20 plus point games from Victor Wembanyama his first game. I told y'all that. No one listened to me, only a few. And now we're overreacting because of Summer League. We're talking about certain players going to be a rookie of the year, and they may not even start. I know Victor Wembanyama's going to start. The Pope says, I've seen some good things that will impact year one. I did too. He could block shots and get rebounds. Once his shot falls down like it normally does, it's going to be over. So so get your licks in now for Victor Wembanyama. When he figures it out, it's, and here's the thing: the Spurs still, I know Summer League, they still got the win. And you know why they got the win? Because the Hornets could not attack the basket. They could not attack the basket. No one's going to talk about it because everyone cares about highlights and not real basketball. Right, Pope. He says defensively he is there. He just had a bad shooting night. That's what it is. And I'm not gonna make excuses of Victor, but let's be real. You just played a playoff game in France. You fly back and you're doing a tour. And then you meet with Nike and then you're doing a shoe tour. And then you're doing photo shoots. And then you're meeting people around the world. I listened to a interview with Victor Wembanyama. He was just saying, I'm still learning. And he also pointed out that, hey, he didn't even know what he was doing. He was being honest. He just got on a plane and just played. And Greg Popovich and them told him, just play. Don't worry about messing up, just play, which was smart. So in the second game, when you see Victor Wembanyama do his thing, don't come around here like it was all new and say, oh, man, I knew he was great because I saw a lot of shine shitting on him. And I know who you are. You were shitting on him, and you were making fun of Victor Wembanyama because he just flied on private jet, not even practicing with the team. And now it's funny. Again, I don't take too much stock into Summer League. I look at characteristics. And for Brandon Miller, I was excited that he was assertive. The only problem with Brandon Miller is I seen it at Alabama. Some games he's on fire. Some games he will score 41 points. Another games he will score sometimes 0 or 8 points. So if Brandon Miller can fix that, that's a plus. Also with Brandon Miller, this is why I want him to do well. This notion that people want Brandon Miller to do bad is horrible because everyone I talk to wants Brandon Miller to kill it because that helps LaMelo out. LaMelo's always helping everyone else out. When is someone going to help LaMelo out for once? When LaMelo came into the NBA, he didn't have OGs. He didn't have veterans who were winners. He played with a bunch of losers. So if Brandon Miller can be the guy to produce and to score, I would be so excited for that. Dre says Kai Jones destroyed Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, that was a good dunk, man. But here's the problem with Kai Jones. Kai Jones is only good for dunking. When is Kai Jones going to develop a bag? When is Kai Jones going to do a face-up, turnaround jump shot? All he's good for is dunking. Right, Pope, I did notice that, but people who don't know basketball won't even point it out. Victor Wembanyama was actually aggressive his first game. He wasn't making his shots. He shot 2 for 13. I'll live with that. So I don't have to worry about Victor Wembanyama not being aggressive like certain prospects. Okay, I'm letting y'all know when Victor's shot is made. I don't need y'all coming around here talking about, oh, I knew he was going to be great and stuff, because you know what's going to happen. That's why I'm sitting back and I actually watched the game. And as for Scoot Henderson and Amen Thompson, that was the best game of the day. What did I tell you about Amen Thompson? Not only me, but Coach Joe and the Pope were the only few people in this space that said Amen Thompson has the skill level to become an all-star one day. I didn't hear anyone else talking about that. And now y'all see it, and now you see what we're talking about, because we know basketball. Shout out to the homie kid, man. Hey, let's get it to 30 to 40 likes, family. Let's get it to 30 and 40 likes. Yeah, that was a fun game. Somebody they sent me a screenshot that Scoot Henderson shot 5 for 13, but he played 21 minutes. And he had 6 assists and 5 rebounds. I know he didn't score as much in the second quarter. He dealt with a little shoulder injury. But credit to Amen Thompson for playing great defense in the second half. And as for Scoot Henderson, he was still aggressive. Some of his shots were made, but they're makeable shots. He has a good form. He just needs to have consistency making his shots. I'm not even worried about Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson's going to start and get minutes because they're trading Damian Lillard. And that's why I'm just focused on Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, his first goal is to start. And I want him to start, but he has to earn it, of course. Because you know how the Charlotte Hornets, they love Terry Rozier, they love Gordon Hayward, 2 players who have not accomplished a lot in this league. Gordon Hayward did make an all-star team, but he's in a quote-unquote upper room. He's past his prime. And if Brandon Miller could start over Gordon Hayward, or they find a way to move from Terry Rozier, which looks like it's not going to happen, man, you're going to see me celebrating. Trust me. Yeah, Scoot Henderson played a quarter and a half. You're right. No one's going to talk about it. He almost had a triple-double, but kept playing. I got nothing against Scoot Henderson because I'm a fan of ballers. I'm not a hater. One thing you're not going to see me doing at RawTruth Media or anyone who I'm cool with, we're not going to hate on prospects. Unless a prospect is not really playing to their talent. But I choose not to judge very harshly on rookies. So Scoot played a quarter, 2 quarters and a half, 15 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. When Scoot Henderson went out the game, Did you know the Houston Rockets came back and won the game? I know they took a game-winning three. Shout out to Jabari Smith Jr. But when Scoot Henderson did not play the rest of the game, it affected things. All those assists, all those passes that Scoot was doing, that was gone. So Scoot Henderson showed me that when he's not scoring, he could facilitate and get others involved. Also, I love the leadership of Scoot Henderson. How many times do you see him on the sideline say, you got to defend this play here, you got to go to your spots? He was telling people who was older than him where to go. Keep up the intensity. He is a leader. I'm not worried about Scoot Henderson. I don't have to worry about Scoot Henderson if he's going to show up. He's going to show up. Amen Thompson showed leadership qualities. He's a silent leader. He doesn't really talk much, but he leads by example. That was the most fun game of the summer league. Yes, Scoot's off the chain. Amen's nice, right to Pope. Dre says Amen had 3 steals and 4 blocks as a guard. That's impressive. Right, Dre. I ain't worried. That's 2 players I'm not worried about in this draft. Is Amen Thompson and Scoot Henderson. I'm not worried about those players. They show me that they can lead a team. And y'all got to stop being emotional when we're talking about what we need from these players. When I talk about Brandon Miller, he needs to be conservative like he was last game. Brandon Miller needs to be doing that every game. Tell me if I'm lying, family. So that's definitely not hating, because I want Brandon Miller to kill it. The beginning of this video, the first thing I said was, that's what you're supposed to do, Brandon Miller. Y'all talking about who gonna win Rookie of the Year and stuff, and some of your favorite rookies may not even start. That's why I like talking with coaches and former players about sports. It's an X's and O's basis, what you do on offense, what you'll do on defense. Oh yeah, Sir Thompson, the other Twins playing today. I'm gonna check him out. Man, there's a lot of, this is a talented draft class. Hey, Pope, you doing the stream today? Pope, if you're doing the stream today, everyone make sure to subscribe to the Pope B. Frank. And look at this. Yeah, it's my brother's backyard, man. I'm helping him move today, so I'm about to help my brother out some more, unpacking things. But whoever's on this stream, man, make sure to go to the Pope B. Frank stream. Now, if you're emotional, it ain't for you. But if you're a real one that knows basketball, the Pope is gonna break the game down. Not in the fan perspective. Remember, the Pope is a coach on the side too. He coaches basketball. He's played basketball before. He's gonna be on 3 Eastern. So go to the Pope B. Frank. He's not gonna sugarcoat anything. But this is RawTruth Media. Before I go, all I ask from you all is, and make sure to hit the like button before y'all leave. All I ask from you is to stop with the emotional takes, talking about who's better. You don't know what rookie's going to be better. You don't know. All you could go off is characteristics. And for those who are overreacting on Wemby's game, Wemby almost had a damn triple-double, and he played his worst game of the year. That'd probably be the worst game you'll see from Wemby. So he had 9 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. Coming off the jet, not practicing. I'm not worried about Wembanyama. I'm not worried about Amen Thompson. He did damn good, by the way. I'm not worried about Scoot Henderson. Brandon Miller, he's shown signs of what he could be, and all Brandon Miller has to do is be assertive. I don't care if Brandon Miller decides to take 20 shots and only made 5 out of 20. He was drafted by the Hornets to score. Yeah, who Jargon said it best. He said, I bet everybody killing Wemby casuals. Yeah, it's casuals, man. It's casuals. Like, come on now. Now we saying Wemby's a bust off of 1 summer league game. And I knew they was going to do that. So many coaches hit me up to say, watch people overreact on Wemby. What they're not going to talk about is the Hornets couldn't even get to the paint. Yeah, besides that one dunk. And Wemby had 5 blocks, affecting their shot. Man, the Hornets, that's the reason why the Hornets only scored 60 points plus points. They could not go into the paint. In the next game, I want Brandon Miller to attack the paint more. Sometimes he falls in love with that 3. Brandon Miller, you're 6'9". You have a lot of potential. But keep improving Brandon Miller. I want him to improve. And I don't care about waiting on LaMelo Ball. We all know that LaMelo makes everybody better. I'm watching what Brandon Miller can do that now, right? Hoop jargon. 5 blocks is the same. We acting like 5 blocks is just normal, like everybody could get 5 blocks. That's insane. I'll tell you right now, if Wemby didn't play in that game, the Hornets would have scored more points. They could not get in that paint. No one's talking about that. Dre says Kai Jones embarrassed Wemby, no lie on that desk. He did. It went viral. He got dunked on. He got welcome to the NBA moment. See, I respect that take from Dre because even though he said, yeah, that shit was funny that Wemby got dunked on, he still gave credit that Wemby's still going to be a great player. He's not overreacting. Shout out to kids. Shout out to the homie kids. Right, Pope. 5 blocks easily. Yeah, y'all make sure to subscribe to not only the Pope, but for Hoop Jargon, man. If y'all like basketball takes, subscribe to Hoop Jargon as well. Because Hoop Jargon, a.k.a. Warm Take Walter, shout out to Amber Brecken. I mean, man, the overreaction. I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, Britney Spears fans. Man, Britney Spears needs to worry about her own life. No offense to Britney. She just mad because the security guard was found not guilty or whatever of it. Y'all got to stop. These celebrities got to leave other celebrities alone. Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you touch up on people and stuff. I don't care who it is. Yeah, all shot blockers get dunked on, right, Hoop Jargon? Yeah, this is straight up basketball talk. Hit the like button, family. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Right, Hoop Jargon says, you may not like my takes, but they usually age well. You were right about Westbrook. Hoop Jargon, you were right about a lot of players. You were right about Amon Thompson so far. You were right about LaMelo Ball before it was popular. I'm talking about 2019-20, before all these YouTube channels. Hoop Jargon was right on a lot of stuff. And I'm not just saying it because he's an H-Town homie. Rarely is he wrong. Same with the Pope. Y'all don't like the Pope because the Pope, he's not too friendly with these basketball takes. He gonna call it what it is. See, I'm raw myself in my speech, but I'm more a little PC with it, but just a little bit. But the message is always clear. They just waiting on Hoop Jargon to be wrong. He's still being right. But this is RawTruth Media, giving you all the raw content that you deservedly need. I got to help the fam out with moving and stuff. But this is a good stream. Let's keep it with basketball takes. Hit the like button before you head out, and I'm out.